Hey out there, Hollarius here. Welcome to Derry, Maine. Today, Carrie. The story goes like this. One day, the barely cleaned up manuscript of the beginning of Carrie was lying on the king's family kitchen table. Stephen King, the hero of this YouTube series, had thrown it in the trash, but his wife Tabitha fished it out and said, "Hey, this has something, you should keep working on it." That's how King's first published novel came to be. His breakthrough, and one of the books that's close to many fans' hearts. The pitch. Carrie is 16, lives alone with her fundamentalist Christian and fittingly completely insane mother, and she has a very traumatic first period. Yes, very late. Which happens basically in front of her entire female class. Since the other young women aren't very nice to her, one classmate, Sue Snell, feels guilty and convinces her boyfriend Tommy to invite Carrie to the prom. However, there's also an antagonist. Carrie has telekinetic powers that are just starting to really manifest. Carrietta White is a protagonist who isn't easy to identify with. But we also have Sue and Tommy, and they are super nice and balance Carrie out a bit. Margaret White is one of several creepy religious fanatics we'll encounter later on, and the classic image of a parent for whom ideologies and imaginary friends are more important than their children. Then there's Chris Harkinson and her boyfriend Billy Nolan, the terror pair of the high school. Chris is clearly in charge, but both are human emetics. We'll encounter more of their type in King's works. And how do I feel about this book? Carrie is like a student apartment in an almost dilapidated house. Not perfect, not even fully furnished, but cozy and a good start. The important point. King had amazing timing with this book. After The Exorcist, there was a renewed interest in horror. The ever-popular high school film genre was constantly in theaters, and King mixed these components perfectly, bringing the bloodier side of fantasy out of its Victorian buildings and into the American small town. And then there was even a movie with John Travolta. You can't beat that, right? Why should you read this book? Carrie has some weaknesses and plot holes, but it also has some incredibly strong scenes. Sure, the beginning, but especially the end. Moments of Carrie's growing power, interspersed with top-notch foreshadowing. The atmosphere throughout the book always has this fine sense of menace. It's a good book to start with King, and an important book for all fans who want to read where it all began. By the way, hitting like and subscribing would be absolutely awesome. Trust me, Carl wants it that way. Long days and pleasant nights. See you out there.